Hello. Good evening. As it's about 7:30 or so. We got Shadow Girl
Yeah,
crunched back here.
She didn't feel like moving.
She's a squishy bug. But we are back with closing out the end of October. It's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Halloween is on Friday, so just a couple days. And Afton's going to end her note out on a couple scary movies. Well, I'm trying to get as scary as I can and still make it okay for her. The next one is as scary as I felt I could go, but it wasn't scary enough for her. This one definitely was not scary enough for her. You didn't find this movie scary, right?
No.
No. When we say no, what are you looking at?
I think it's a thing on the screen.
Oh, that's a scratch. That's a scratch on my phone.
Oh, I thought it was something like up here.
Yeah, it fell and hit on a rock or something, so it got a chip today.
Oh.
So yes, that it looked like it was something on the ceiling, huh?
Yeah, it looked
I
like
think
some
I did
black
that.
thing
I
was on
did
the
that in
ceiling.
a video the other day. Anyhow, I feel almost halfway bad bringing her into M. Night Shyamalan with this movie, but she wanted something scarier than Poltergeist, and as trying to be a good parent, so I'm trying not to bring her into the fold of something gnarly, you know what I mean? So I was trying to think of mid-level scares that I could bring her into. If you guys have any ideas of things I can write down for that for next year, please write them in the comments. So I brought her in with The Visit. She needs to take a visit to the Yawn Factory.
Dad, it's 7 at night. You think I'm gonna be over here oh, hey guys, I'm so awake.
Yeah?
No.
I would. It's 7 at night.
No, I was
Anyway.
barely awake during school.
Anyway, the Visit. Don't tell the people all your secrets, weirdo.
Oh.
The Visit by M. Night Shyamalan. What was this movie about?
It was about kids who went to go see their grandparents, and at first they seemed really normal, and then they got weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder.
Even naked.
Yeah.
I forgot I had the old lady butt in it. She was naked in it, though.
Whatever.
I showed her butt. It was funny. So, this movie had a little bit of creepiness to it.
Yeah.
Definitely more than Poltergeist. Poltergeist was a better movie. I think Poltergeist was probably a better movie, but Poltergeist wasn't as scary as this.
Wow.
It was
wasn't
just
that scary.
No, it wasn't scary really, and it had some little scares to it, but it wasn't a scary movie. Same as this movie, it had some scares to it, but it wasn't scary. It had a couple jump scares where the part where they were crawling under the house and then the lady was suddenly I'm gonna get you, and she came creeping up on them. Had a couple little jump scares like that, but it was more the creepy factor, where they were acting really weird and the kids didn't know what to do. But it also was a little bit unrealistic, I don't know, you wouldn't have just called the cops or something, I don't know. It's just, there was a couple parts of it that seemed weird. So
Well,
I was
they were
saying,
too scared to, because they didn't know what they were going to do to them if they called the cops. They would probably find out.
I mean, they probably wouldn't know. They would just call the cops. The cops would show up and be like, oh, these are the psychos who escaped from wherever. And they'd be like, sweet, movie over. But you can't have a movie that would be that short. That would make no sense.
Yeah, that would just suck. That wouldn't make it actually, creepy. That'd just be, oh, hey, 911, what's your emergency?
It'd be like, oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, our grandparents are going crazy. They're insane and stuff like that. And then the movie would end once they get locked up. And then it would be nothing.
True. Using your brain would end 90% of horror movies right away. That's why we don't do it. So.
That's why everybody in horror movies are stupid.
Pretty much, for the most part. Yeah, if you're in a house and the TV starts talking to your kid, that's the day to move out. Not the day to say, hey, we should figure out what's going on here. No, that's the day to say the TV was talking to our kid. You smash the TV into a million pieces,
I mean, but
and
that's
then
that's too realistic. That would just make the movie stupid if you just smashed the TV into a million pieces and just left the house. That would make no point of the movie. Like, why would you even make the movie if you're just gonna end it on them just moving into a new house and then it's all just over? There's no
true,
plot.
true. So these movies rely on people being dumb. In which case, this happened here because the mother sent the kids to the place without talking to her parents, who she hadn't seen in like 25 years. And she didn't talk to them. She just sent her kids out to the address and was like, "Yeah, I can't video them because whatever reason." But she was videoing the kids while they were there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That part of it. I don't know. You had to suspend your disbelief to really watch this movie in a lot of ways, but the creep factor was definitely part of it. It had the typical M. Night Shyamalan, like, enough creepiness to keep you intrigued, but this was one of his worst movies that I've seen, because I've seen probably at least half of his movies. Half of them I haven't been interested in watching, but the ones that I were interested in watching, I liked like half of those a lot, and then the other half of them I was like, eh. And then this one was one of the ones where I was like, eh, back in the day. But we were looking for something mid-level scary, and it was creepier than Poltergeist, so it was still a pretty good step in the right direction for you
Yeah.
of watching something scary. So, Miss Tired, before you before you get in the shower or bath, whatever you want, um, what do you rate The Visit?
I rate it a 7.5. It used to be an 8, but the next movie we're doing a review on was way more like creepy than this. So I realized this isn't that creepy. It's just like it's like yeah.
And which is why you got to get your reviews done in between movies, because you don't want one influencing the next one or the previous one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we got to watch the movie, do a review while we're more fresh with it, because if you watch a better movie or a different kind of movie, it sways your opinion on the one that you first watched. We don't want to try to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give this movie a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. It's watchable. It's it's a found footage film, which I've never really been a fan of found footage movies. So that kind of is part of it. That's just not, you know. It's a found footage movie, and it's a little creepy. Now, I never watched The Blair Witch, so maybe next year we'll watch Blair Witch together.
We
Because
should also
Blair.
watch that Village one that I saw.
Maybe I'll show her The Village. I don't know, people. What do you think? Should I show her The Village?
I don't know what's that about. A
I think
village?
The Village was better than The Visit, but it was also more adult themed. I might have to like view it first. I'll check it out and see if it's something that she can watch. Maybe we can watch that. That's not really like a horror movie. That's like a mystery.
Oh.
So maybe we can watch that before next Halloween. If you want to check it out.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have a good night, people.
Bye bye.